Hey YouTube, this is Lene. I'm back with another video. And why when I record lately I've been having this on my head? Well, my hair is really poofy because it got wet yesterday. Anyway, that is besides the point. I wanted to discuss some dreams that I've been having recently that is definitely, to me, it signifies the end times. And I know some of you guys are thinking, oh, here we go with another person, having a dream on the end times, and, she must be going crazy, losing her mind, paranoid, whatever. But it's been on my heart to tell you the dreams that I've been having recently. And I wanted to start off. I've been having a lot of dreams for the past several months. One being several months ago, I was having a dream where it was me and my husband and my son. I'm assuming we were forced out of our home, but we were standing in front of our house and it was raining. And it was these men who, I couldn't see their faces, but they were on horses. And they basically executed me and my family. And we just stood there and we basically said, we're for Jesus. And we were executed. And that's one of them. Another dream that I had was I actually saw myself and my husband in hell. This was several months ago. And I realized the reason why I had that dream was because I needed to get closer with God. I needed to read more, I needed to pray more, and I thought to myself that I was in the right position with God, but I wasn't. So, it was another dream that I had several months ago. Another dream that I had several months ago, I don't remember all the specifics of it, but it was me and my family. We were like in this abandoned type building. The windows were busted out. The building was unleveled. It was very dirty. And it didn't look like we were here in the area. I live in Ohio. It didn't look like Ohio at all. It looked like someplace else. But there was like soldiers outside the building. And I just remember seeing people dying, and I don't remember the exact specifics, but I just remember specifically that building, that abandoned, dusty, unleveled building with the windows shattered. And it's like we were there. A dream that I had several weeks ago, about 2-3 weeks ago, I like to take my son to the play area in the mall for socialization, and I don't know which mall I took him to, but the play area was in a completely different location. I knew it was a mall because I seen other stores nearby. And it was a group of us. We were walking into like this separate room of the mall, which was considered a play area. And when you walk through the door, there was like white tables. They were just lined in a row. And then there was like a second entryway past that point, and that's where the kids could go to play. And I just remember I told my son, I was like, go play. And he went running with some other kids, and that was that. And he went into like this separate room. So I sat down at one of the tables, and it was this lady and her child. The child was of a different nationality than what this woman was. Now, I'm not insinuating anything by this dream at all, as far as in where I'm going at when I speak of nationality. But it's, let me just tell you the dream that I had. So, it's hard for me to talk about because I already know people are going to comment. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you're being biased and you're talking about people of a different." No, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not insinuating anything, but the woman that sat across from me, she was Muslim, and the little girl that she had, that she said was her daughter, was of a different nationality. Like the daughter looked white. And I wasn't understanding how that was her daughter because the daughter had like such fair colored hair. But anyway, the Muslim lady that sat across from me, her makeup was very distorted on her face. Like her face was distorted with this makeup. It was just so heavily caked on her face that I couldn't really make out her face. She started talking to me about self-esteem and confidence, and she started going in, like, I remember she had this gaudy necklace, and she started talking about how she got her husband, and she was voluptuous and all, and talking about the necklace, and very conceited and cocky, and started talking to me about her daughter, and her daughter is so beautiful. And I even admitted, I'm like, your daughter is beautiful, but she doesn't look like you. And then that's when I woke up. So I don't know what the significance of was that of that dream. So maybe there wasn't a point in me mentioning that, but I just figured that this makeup theme has to go hand in hand because the next dream that I'm going to talk about, there was another issue with the face being distorted. So a couple of days ago, I had another dream where it was me, it was my sister-in-law, and it was my cousin. I couldn't see anybody else in the dream. I couldn't make out the faces of anyone else. But at first the dream started off, we were in like this beautiful place, and like there was music and dancing. Everybody was dressed up really, really, really nice. Everybody looked really well dressed, put together for this event. And somehow we ended up here I go with this. And I remember I saw my cousin, and she was completely different than the last time I saw her. Mind you, I saw her like maybe 3 months ago, and her hair was really long, but in my dream her hair was cut really, really short, and her makeup on her face was just so distorted. It was green in color, but it was like over half of her face, and like I could only see clearly like one side, like this area was clear, and I knew it was her, but the makeup was just, it was green in color, and it was just all distorted. I don't know what the significance of makeup being distorted and the faces being distorted. I have no idea. And my husband doesn't know either, but she was crying and she was hysterical and she kept falling to the ground, and she just kept saying, I wish my mom spent more time with me. My mom didn't spend enough time with me. My mom didn't spend enough time with me. And in this abandoned building, it was really dark in there. And there was like these train cars all throughout the abandoned building. And so anyway, my sister-in-law and me, we were together, and it was like a conductor basically saying, you get in this train car, you are assigned to this train car. So my cousin, she was like, she ended up getting in this one train car with some other people. There was a bunch of other people, and she was just crying. And I remember we helped her in, and the door shut, and the train car went, like it went zooming off really fast, and it was gone. And me and my sister-in-law, we're looking at the other train car, and this conductor is just standing there, and I couldn't really see his face, but he's like on this platform, and he's just guiding everybody, and there was hundreds and hundreds of people. I could see hundreds and hundreds of people. I couldn't see actually the faces, but I could see actual bodies of people, and they were lining up to get into this train car. And it was so scary. And my sister-in-law, she like grabbed this chair out of nowhere, because she's like, we need this chair for extra seating, because there's not going to be enough seating for everybody. I need to sit down, and you're going to need to grab a chair too. But I didn't grab a chair. I'm following behind her. And she actually loaded her chair into this train car. And then other people started loading onto this train car. And I woke up because my son had woke up. It's just like, I guess, with that dream in particular, the one that I just mentioned that I had a couple of days ago, my husband basically said that from a spiritual level,